right into Willowmist. But how is everyone today? Doing good, doing fine, I hope? Okay. We're just gonna get right into it. Show the screen. Okay, we're gonna load up immediately. So, from what I remember the last time, we need antiques desperately. So, you woke to the soft patter of rain against the window pane, gentle as a lullaby, still echoing in the quiet hush of the morning. With blurry eyes, you saw the world outside your window. It was tinged and gray, the colors muted. The rain fell in steady sheets, and the air in your room felt cooler, calmer, like the storm had swept away yesterday. Wrapped in the warmth of your blankets, you let yourself sink a little deeper into the mattress, lulled by the rhythm of the rain and the soft creak of the old building. You would not believe this, master. It's just preposterous. Lady Serafina has betrayed Countess Belladonna for a third time, and this time there were public hexes thrown about as if they were common insults. You peeked out of the cupboards towards the TV and found Barnabas still on the couch where you left him last night. Light filtered through the rain-speckled window, and the room still held that quiet of early morning, but of course peace could not survive Barnabas. And don't even get me started on Lord Thistlepick. He's faked his own banishment, Master. Banishment? Who does that? Barney, did you even sleep? I am a sentient grimoire. The fact I must explain this to you so often, however, does not surprise me, as I believe your brain never fully developed. I transcend such trivial mortal needs like sleep or hunger, but if I were capable of exhaustion, I would say I am running solely on inclination and disbelief. You watched that show all night? Naturally, I could not possibly pause while Countess Belladonna was teetering on the brink of a scandal-fueled exile. I have two options: lay in bed and listen to my book talk about an unpopular TV show, or get up and get to work. Not really a choice, is it? You rose from the bed, stretching a little as you did. A glance at your phone told you it was nearly 8 a.m. The sun had risen even if the sky remained cloudy and gray. You dressed, then got together a simple breakfast before heading downstairs. You came down the staircase expecting to see Lucille, the same as every morning, standing guard near the door, but she was nowhere in sight. Instead, you noticed Winnie sitting at the front desk. Caress, finally! Were you waiting for me? Not really, exactly. Not really waiting exactly. I was just getting lonely. Florian is usually here overnight, but he ran off yesterday and hasn't come back. I'm sorry, Winnie. You know I'm just upstairs, right? You can always come hang out if you're feeling lonely. I guess. I just didn't want to make you get hurt again. What? Are you still thinking about that glass thing? Don't worry about that. It's just a silly accident. Then maybe we could have a sleepover sometime. I'm sure Bonnie would love that. Who? Oh, Caress, do you have a secret boyfriend hidden upstairs? Wouldn't that be exciting? Alas, no. He's a stray I picked up. A cat? That's even better than a boyfriend. No. What the hell? We're friends, alright? Yeah, of course. The bestest friends ever. He's a book. A book? He's called Barnabas. He talks and everything. Got a bit of an attitude problem, though. When he stared at you blankly. Like a diary? A spell book. Whoa, like magic and stuff? Apparently there's some things my aunt didn't tell me about her and myself. Typical, huh? You're a witch? Something like that. Only you and Florian know, though, so don't go telling people. My lips are sealed. This is so exciting. Can you turn me into a frog? Ooh, actually, when Florian comes back, turn him into a frog. I don't think he'd appreciate that. As long as we turn him back after, he can't complain, right? Come on, it's just a little prank. Unfortunately, I've only learned the spell for turning someone into a frog, not the one that turns them back. Maybe it's a good thing you don't have the other one. We could get into way too much trouble. Winnie giggled. We? Well, of course, you and I could be partners in crime, just like those old detective shows. The police would never figure it out. I don't know, a string of frog transformations just after I moved to town sounds awfully suspicious. We'll need a cover, obviously. Maybe we could pin it on someone else. I can't really turn anyone into a frog, you know. Not yet, at least. No, my plans. Barney is a tough teacher. So far, all I can do is be slightly better at looking for things. That doesn't sound like a superpower. It's not, but if there's a pen under the couch, I'll be able to find it. Okay, that's pretty cool, I'll admit it. With a grin, he walked over towards the counter and leaned on it, then looked up towards Whitney. So, it's your big day. Are you excited? What do you mean? Don't tell me I've forgotten something important. We're going out for dinner. Ah! What? I forgot. You're not that forgetful usually, are you? Are you feeling alright? I'm so nervous about it, I think I sectioned off the part of my brain that remembered. We're still going? We are, if you're up for it. It'll be a good chance for everyone to hang out and get to know each other a little. Winnie nodded. Maybe even a good chance to debut some of your idol skills. Think of it like training. Winnie's expression shifted from nervous to excited. You're right, this is all just a stepping stone on my way to stardom. If I can get past the first hurdle, nothing can stop me. That's the spirit. Heh, spirit. Okay, I didn't even mean to do that one. The sound of thunder in the distance roused you from your conversation, and as the clock struck 9, the rain grew heavier. I wonder where Lucille is. What do you mean? It's Sunday. The store's closed today. It is, isn't it? I'm such an idiot. With a sheepish laugh, you rubbed the back of your neck a little embarrassed. I could have slept in some more then. Well, it's probably good not to spend all day lazing around in bed. That does sound like pretty great, though. You know, I can't remember what it was like to sleep. Winnie leaned forward on the counter, resting her chin in her hand. To be honest, I can't remember most things. What the world looks like, or what food tastes like. It's so weird, but also normal. I don't know. What kind of stuff do you remember? The set of floorboards creaking, a sunset, and that song. But there are a lot of things I can't remember. My birthday, for one. Isn't that lame? I can't even celebrate. Well, why not today? Huh? It's the 7th of November today. If you don't know when your birthday is, why not choose one for yourself? But isn't a birthday special? Any day can be special, even a random day in November. We're already going out for dinner tonight. Why not make it a party? Winnie blinked, then gave a big, beaming smile. You'd do that? For me? You're acting like it's some huge convenience. Of course I would. Thank you. Really, thank you. Hopefully the rain clears up, though, or we'll be having it here instead. And I need to find some way to contact Florian. He left yesterday before I could ask him to come. It wouldn't be a proper birthday party without a resident grump, would it? No, it wouldn't. We gotta invite him. Except I don't have his number or know where he lives. Do you know if he has any friends around town we could ask? I don't think Florian has many friends. At least none I've ever heard him talk about. He likes to keep his private life pretty private. Well, I have a few errands to run today, so maybe I'll have some luck finding, I don't know, his address or number somewhere. You'd think my aunt would have those. The rain outside pounded the roof in a constant, steady rhythm. It was a calming sound, even if it was making leaving the house a little less than ideal. Since it's your birthday and everything, how about we keep each other company, too? I'd love to. Let's get to it, then. Let's sort. And then queen. And what's this? You pulled out a purple drawstring bag from a box. It looked to be made out of velvet or something similarly plush. You tugged the strings, opened the strings, and found nothing? The inside was so dark you couldn't see anything at all. It almost looked bottomless, but that wasn't possible, was it? Let's do a luck check. Oh shit. Carefully, you reached inside the bag, all the way to your elbow despite the bag being only about half as deep. But you didn't find anything at all in the hidden depths of the bag. Aunt Sylvia really does own the weirdest things. Level up! You carefully placed the bag aside, then turned back to your work. You begin searching through your aunt's collection. Ooh, authentic. You find a pink milk jug. Rarity uncommon, quality perfect, projected worth 90 to 345. Holy fucking shit. You spend a couple of hours cleaning the store. By the end of it, you're happy with your efforts. Store cleanliness increased. So, what is like the middle point of 345 and 90? 255 if you take away the 90. So, divide that in half and it's 127. So, we can easily get 130 to 200 from it, depending on how well I play my cards. Let's see if I play my cards well. The sun was beginning to crest over the horizon when the rain ceased and the sun peeked out from behind the clouds, painting the streets and buildings in a wash of color outside the store. After a busy day around the closed store with Winnie, you were unsurprised to not find any way to contact Florian. With a sigh, you began to think. Quid might know, or maybe Emmett? Who can I ask? At that moment, the chimes by the door sounded, and the door opened timidly. Sorry, the store's closed. Standing in the doorway was a familiar short man with dark hair, wearing a slightly oversized jacket and headphones around his neck. He looked towards you almost sheepishly. Can we talk? I'd say we already are. He rubbed at the back of his neck, not meeting her eyes. Yeah, I guess so. I'm, sorry for running away. He glanced towards you, but quickly... He glanced towards you, but quickly glanced away again. And sorry for what I tried to hurt you, so... God, this fucking sucks. Apology accepted, but on one condition. Can you tell me what's going on with you? Yeah, I guess that's fair. Where's, Winnie? She's upstairs still. I'm guessing she doesn't know. No one knows, except Sylvie. I had to tell someone. Look, this is new to me. I'm a vampire, I guess. I don't fucking know. It's not like I chose this, and I hate blood. The smell, the taste, it's disgusting. I try to avoid it, but sometimes I'm not in control. I get so hungry, but all of my old favorite foods just don't work anymore. So I try to keep to myself and keep people away from me. All this tiredness has been hunger then. Yeah. But you've eaten now, right? You don't look as bad. I guess so. Well, there we go. No harm done. You say that, but... There was a message? Fucking... Twitch made a ding noise? Huh? I'm getting no notifications. For the ding noise. There's no chats and there's no activities. What the... Okay. If anybody's typing in the chat right now, I'm sorry. I think Twitch is just acting up. I'm not quite sure, but... What? It happened again! I see nothing! What am I doing? Huh? There's no activities showing up in the activity feed, and there's no chats showing up in the chat feed. What? I'm losing my mind. Well, if anybody's typing in the chat, I am so very fucking sorry. Okay, that one was me. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going insane. Let's go. You say that, but you're not a danger to me. I believe that you're just going through some stuff. Florian was silent for a moment before a weak laugh escaped him. God, you're a fucking moron. Why aren't you scared? Because I like you, Florian. I don't think you'd really hurt me. You're an idiot. I am well aware. It won't happen again. I won't let myself get into a situation where it could, so just try to keep your distance, please. I'm not going to abandon you just because you're scared of yourself. You can ask me to be careful, but don't ask me to pretend I don't care about you. I don't deserve that. Too bad, you've got it anyway. Why? Why the fuck are you so nice to me? Why not? You're a good person, Florian. Florian stared at you blankly, a confused, almost pained expression on his face, as if the very concept was foreign to him. With a deep breath, he looked away from you, then back. Just don't expect anything from me, alright? I don't want to drag you into my bullshit. Then don't, but I'm going to stick around either way. Now I've got a question for you. How does one go about inviting a vampire to a birthday party? What? I meant to ask you yesterday, but things got a little hectic. You'd invited us all out for... I'm just now realizing we're going out for dinner with two people who can't eat. God, am I just that insensitive or what? You're inviting me out? Yeah, of course. I'd love for you to be there, but if you don't want to, I'll go. If it's fine. It's more than fine. I wouldn't have been the same without you. It wouldn't have been the same without you. Where does the birthday thing come into it? Oh, we decided it's Winnie's birthday today. Is it her birthday today? Likely not, but today is as good as a day for anyone. Likely not, but today is as good a day as any for someone who doesn't remember their birthday. There was another knock at the door, and it slowly opened once again as Lucille walked in, though you almost didn't recognize her. For the first time since meeting her, she lacked her She lacked her characteristic armor, and instead wore a simpler blouse and trousers. I am so confused as to what I'm saying. She looks hot. Oh my god. Anyway, good afternoon, Sir Florian and Perez. How do you fare on this fine day? How's it fine? It's been pissing down rain all day. And now the sun has risen and the rain has departed. It is a blessing indeed. Nice to see you, Lucille. You look beautiful today. Well, you look beautiful every day, but it's nice to see you looking a bit more casual. Lucille blinked, her expression caught somewhere between surprised and flustered, though she quickly straightened, recovering her poise. You honor me with your words, Chris. I merely wish to give my armor a brief rest during our meal, though I did worry it would leave me feeling exposed. It's not like you're naked. Nay, but I wear my armor like a second skin, so it is akin to being bare. Beautiful is a word I am unused to, I must confess, but I am pleased that you would use it on me. A smile curved her lips. Next to you, I fear I may pale in comparison. Flatterer. The truth has always fallen from my lips with ease. God, let me leave if you're just going to stand there flirting, please. Flirting? I would hardly call this flirting, Sir Florian. Perez's intentions are pure. You're seriously going to sit there and pretend this isn't flirting? Complimenting one's appearance is simply a gesture of kindness and respect. Right, and I'm the king of Willowmist. I do not believe this town exists under a monarchy, Sir Florian. Florian sighed. It was sarcasm. Ah, my mistake. It is sometimes difficult to discern, though I appreciate your efforts, Sir Florian. Yeah, whatever. Whoa, everyone's here! Not quite everyone. Emmett and Eden haven't turned up yet. Winnie hurried downstairs, and her eyes immediately lit up at the sight of Florian. Florian! What? You came back! Yeah, I kind of work here. Ooh, you know that's not what I meant. I meant after you ran off last night. You fled during your shift, Sir Florian. It's my fault, actually, but we worked it out. It wasn't... Yep, all worked out. Just take it, Florian. Just shut up and take it. I am relieved to hear that. It is good for all of us to... Huh? I can't fucking read. I am relieved to hear that. It is good for us all to take an outing like this. Bonding as colleagues is a vital part of the work experience. You nodded sagely. Totally. Do I work here? If you count getting in the way of work, then sure. Hey, that's not nice. Don't make me make Perez turn you into a frog. Into a what? I'm afraid I must admit ignorance on this topic as well. I mean, who can't turn someone into a frog? Lucille raised an eyebrow and Florian stared flatly at her, then at you. Anyway, Eden and Emmett still haven't arrived, huh? I wouldn't be surprised if Emmett just doesn't turn up. He's never wanted to get to know us before. Why would that change now? You shouldn't think such things, Florian. He will surely arrive soon. However, if Sir Eden were to find himself lost in a ditch somewhere, then I would not be surprised, nor would I be upset. Ooh, I forgot you didn't like him. It is not a simple dislike. There is something uncanny about him. Like a fucking fae? Ow, my tooth. I tried to take a drink and it just it fucking never worked. Owie. I'm surprised that didn't break my tooth. Weird. Okay. She paused, considering her words carefully. The world has an energy, a presence. Some people are bright and vibrant like you, Perez, and others have an energy that is quiet, more subtle. But when I look at Sir Eden, it's as if he has no aura at all. Maybe you just don't like him. That's not illegal or anything. I would like to think I am not so petty, but... He's a shifty guy, that's for sure. Shifty McShifterson. I don't know if he's necessarily evil or uncanny or whatever, but he's definitely a shameless flirt. Maybe that's why you don't like him? He's kind of the opposite of all your knightly ideals. He does lack honor and virtue, yes, but I think those trails will try. I'm going to restart. Holy fuck. He does lack honor and virtue, yes, but I think those traits alone are not enough to account for the sense of wrongness about him. Still, I will endeavor not to act out of petty dislike. That would be unbecoming of a knight. The chance by the door rang once again, and when the door opened, you were surprised to see two silhouettes. One taller, standing rigidly, and another that stood with a confident swagger. Honey, I'm home. I told you not to say that when we got here. And I told you I don't listen. Now who's ready for a night on the town? It's dinner, not a pub crawl. Emmett, Eden, I'm surprised to see you two arrive together. We happened to bump into each other. Fate can have such a heavy hand. You were loitering about outside my house all afternoon. I would hardly call that fate, even if such a thing were to exist. Fate works in mysterious ways, my friend. As I said, it is hardly so mysterious that fate... God save me. I don't think God can save you now. Yes, fate and all that, very mysterious. Maybe you two need to get a room. I don't think God can save you now. You don't need to remind me. Good evening, Sir Emmett, Sir Eden. It was a good evening, yes. And I'm sure it will be still. I don't think I've ever seen the store so full of life. Too much life, if you ask me. Ignore Florian, he's being a sourpuss. A what? A sourpuss! Come on, it's my birthday, cheer up! Your birthday? Well, no one told me about that. Actually, we just decided it this morning. How very curious of you. This makes me think you don't know when your birthday really is, perhaps. Well, it might be today. It's a 1 in 365 chance. I don't know about you, but I like those odds. Honestly, I think it's a great idea. We should all get birthday cake whenever we want. That sounds fiscally irresponsible. Cake is never fiscally irresponsible, Emmett. I bet you have a secret sweet tooth hiding under that suit somewhere. Sweet tooth or not, sugar should only be consumed in moderation. So you do look cake. Like cake. Of course he does. This big guy is a huge softie deep down. I've seen the key ring in your pocket. It holds keys, Eden. It also has an orange cat wearing a bow tie. It was a gift. Aw, I want to see it. That is hardly necessary. Come on, Emmett, it's her birthday. It is quite literally not her birthday. You wouldn't want to disappoint the birthday girl, would you? Fine. He reached into his pocket and pulled out his keys. Attached to them was a tiny crocheted kitten, indeed wearing a bow tie. Oh my god, that's so cute! It looks like Perez. What? It does not. It definitely does. Look at that fluffy orange hair. A coincidence then, that's all. Whatever happens to you that night, big guy. I have owned this thing for months. It is hardly related to a person I have met in the last week. But it does look like them. Truthfully, it is a remarkable resemblance. A fascinating observation. Now, are we going out for this non-birthday, or did I come all this way for nothing? We're going. Come on, I got us a reservation at the best place in town. Would that happen to be the Silver Oak? I am unsurprised to see someone with such good taste already knows about Willowmist's best-kept secret. What part of it is a secret? It's like the only restaurant in town open past 6 p.m. Eden here is prone to hyperbole. You should not put stock into anything he says. Then shall we make our way there if we are not to be late? Yeah, let's go! The group began to file towards the door, and you held it open for everyone to leave ahead of you, until only one other person remained. How are you feeling? Would you believe me if I said good? Is that the truth, though? Winnie looked up at you and then smiled, and the same bright smile as always. I guess I'm a little scared. But I'm excited too. It feels like I've never stood under that big open sky before, even if I'm sure I have. Thanks, Grez. For what? For coming to this town. Well, I should be the one thanking you for giving me such a warm welcome. No way, I should be thanking you. If I remember correctly, I think I gave you kind of the opposite of a warm welcome. Let's agree to thank each other then, deal? Deal. Now come on, everyone's waiting. You held open the door and stepped outside first. I need another drink. I never knocked my tooth this time. Woohoo! Outside the shop, the street was quiet. There was no traffic, and the storefronts across the street were dark and lifeless. When he stepped out after you, slowly at first, her movements guided by hesitation and fear, but that quickly gave way to something brighter and bolder. As she left the doorway, she let out a gasp, her eyes fixed upon the stars above. They're beautiful. There was something in her gaze, awe, longing, or something else, but her expression was so filled with light that you couldn't help but smile. The others watched on, a mix of curiosity and knowing across their faces. Florian looked up himself, but the look in his eyes was much more subdued. You are a brave soul, Lady Winona. It takes true courage to face one's fears. This is your first time leaving the store, is it not? Yeah, I guess it is. I can't think of a worse hell than being trapped in a musty old store. It's a wonder you didn't die of boredom. Nothing could be boring with Winnie around. Yeah, well, you got me there. You walked over to Winnie, then offered your arm. Ready for an adventure? I guess I am. Winnie took a breath, then looped her arm through yours, or at least tried to, though neither of you could touch each other. It was a strangely comforting gesture all the same. Slowly the group set off, heading up the sidewalk. As you went, Winnie kept glancing around, taking everything in with wide eyes. You couldn't blame her. There were a lot of new experiences waiting, after all. It's so strange. I've been looking out the window every day, but nothing has ever felt as big as the world looks right now. A gentle wind blew through the street, ruffling clothes and sending leaves skittering across the pavement. You couldn't help but notice the way Winnie's hair and clothes stayed totally still. There was no movement to her, except her steps, and she made no noise either. My dearest friends, Carez, it is truly good to see you. Hi, Quinn, how are you? 1,000 times better now that I see you're here, and you've brought quite the crew with you. We're having something of a birthday welcoming party tonight. How very wonderful. My friends, I will give you the finest service this humble restaurant has to offer. Thank you, Sir Quinn. We appreciate the hospitality. Lucille, you are looking positively radiant tonight, my dear. Did you do something with your hair? Lucille cracked a smile at that, a little sheepish, but her eyes seemed to sparkle in the low light. Perhaps it is a lack of armor that makes me look different. I find it is more comfortable than expected. Well, either way, it is a pleasure to have you once again. Please allow me to see you to a table. The group followed Quinn further into the open-air dining area, which was beginning to fill up with customers at this time of the night. It was fortunate that Eden had thought ahead and reserved the table. Your group of 6 sat down and Quinn left you menus and took drink orders. Hold on. Let's do that. There we go. There we are. Didn't know you were so familiar with Leona, Perez. What can I say? I have a way with people. That much is obvious. You have all of us wrapped around your pretty little fingers. Speak for yourself. Some of us are just trying to do our jobs. Perhaps that is something you should consider, Eden. Are you trying to tell me that your relationship is entirely business? entirely. That's how an employment contract works, yes. Eden let out a laugh at that, shaking his head. You play so hard to get. Emmett pushed up his glasses, crossed his arms, and looked away from the table. I'm not playing anything. I'm simply doing my job. If you were only doing your job, you wouldn't be sitting here right now. I am simply... Look, do you two need a moment, or should I start handing out earplugs? Jesus. Shut up, Florian. This is like seeing a TV drama in real life. No, he's right. We shouldn't try to have all of the spotlight, not when we have the birthday girl and caress right here. You know, it dawns on me that some of us know each other better than others. Perhaps we should get a bit of ice-breaking done? Like what, exactly? Ooh, I know! I saw this game in a magazine. Two truths, one lie. Eden's eyes lit up. Now you're speaking my language? That sounds stupid. I am in agreement. This is a game for children. On the contrary, perhaps such a game would allow us to get better acquainted, though I am unfamiliar on how it is played. It's simple. You just have to state 3 things, 2 of which are the truth and 1 that is a lie. Usually everyone else has to guess which is which, but I think it would be more fun to leave people wondering. What do you say? Lucille made eye contact with Eden across the table, and a silent, unspoken challenge seemed to pass between them. I agree. This sounds quite interesting indeed. I am looking forward to getting to know you further, Sir Eden. Careful, beautiful people who know how to swing a sword are my weakness. I said that so monotonously. I'm so sorry. I couldn't fucking read those words without being monotonous. I'll go first. Do I really have to play? It is as Lady Winona's birthday, and she wishes that you must. Fine, whatever. Winnie beamed. Yay, okay, alright. 1, I'm a really good singer. 2, sometimes I randomly smell disinfectant when there isn't any. And 3, I love the ocean. What a spread of options. Now all of us will be guessing all night. This is stupid. You should not judge while you have not spoken your truths and lies, Sir Florian. Fine, but this is dumb. Florian crossed his arms and leaned back, looking away. 1, I used to be a vegetarian. 2, I'm an only child. 3, someone tried to kill me once. We already know this one is the lie. Used to be vegetarian. Someone tried to kill him once. There, you all happy? I know I am. Well, kind of. As long as someone didn't really try to kill you. Who knows? He just shrugged at that. It seems we all are learning more about you by the moment, Sir Florian. Great, that's just what I want. Allow me to go next. I have prepared 2 truths and a lie, and I trust you will not easily be able to decipher the falsehood among them. Firstly, I was knighted before my 18th birthday. Secondly, the last time I saw my homeland, it was burning. Lastly, I held the crown of a fallen king for 3 days until his people could bury him. You deliver all 3 with such confidence that I suspect... Hold on, this is Emmett. You deliver all 3 with such confidence that I suspect they're all technically true, and the lies in the semantics. You do not seem like the kind of person to lie otherwise. Now you're getting into it. Emmett pushed his glasses up again and tapped his fingers against the table thoughtfully. I suspect you were knighted on your 18th birthday. I think you probably did hold someone's crown, but it was for more than 3 days. Ooh, or Lucy was just there. Or Lucy was still there after his homeland stopped burning. Look what you've done. We're not even supposed to be guessing. You're quite good at the game, Lucille. Thank you, Sir Eden. Just Eden is fine, you know. Aren't we friends? Sir Eden. I suppose I'll go... Emmett. I suppose I'll go next, if only to get it over and done with. The pink in my hair is natural. I grew up in a town over from Willowmist. I've never had a cavity. The pink in his hair is not natural. Does that suffice? This is more than I've got out of you all week. I told you I've no interest in personal exploitations. In personal relationships. Relationships, not expectations. Anyway, that one's definitely the lie. It wasn't part of the game. But it is a lie. I have a sneaking suspicion you might actually like us, some of us at least. Not you at the very least. What about Perez? I find Perez tolerable in a business sense, easier to deal with than Mrs. Marigold, that's for certain. Tolerable? There, Perez. That's pretty much a marriage proposal coming from him. I am already regretting coming. There is no need to have regrets, Sir Emmett. It is in the company of comrades that even the most hardened hearts soften. You're not helping, Lucille. On the contrary, I believe I am offering a valuable opportunity for introspection. Translation, you're stuck with us, Emmett. I think I need a... Drink, then rejoice, my friends, for your wish is my command. Quinn sat down and drinks all around the table, a wild smile on his face before pulling out a small notepad and taking our orders. You watched as everyone ordered, minus Winnie, before it stopped at Florian. I'm not really... Go on, Florian, it's my treat. Actually, we are planning to share something, aren't we? Weren't we? Were we? Yeah, I remember. Quinn, could we get a pasta for two? Fantastic taste. I would expect nothing less from my wondrous Sylvie's relative. Ah, she adored my pasta. How I miss her. She'll be back soon enough. I'm sure she misses you too. Quinn smiled a little wistfully. Your words warm my heart, but come, we should not waste a moment. To the kitchen! Quinn left once more, and the chatter slowly resumed. Eden and Emmett started bickering about something or another, while Lucille stood and began showing off some stances and sword swings to Winnie. Florian, however, lightly pulled on your sleeve. Hey, thanks for that. I mean, I appreciate it, I guess. You'll just have to pass me pasta on the table now. I probably should have picked something you eat with your hands. I could just start filling your pockets with it. But, pocket pit. Pa. Anyway. Pocket pasta is the best kind. God, you're stupid. But thanks. Carez! Yes, Winnie? You haven't had your turn yet. Well, if I remember correctly, neither has Eden. Then I suppose I should have a turn. We'll have to save the best for last, Let's see. I had a lovely childhood. I was born in the most beautiful garden in the world that you'd never find on any map, and I've read over 10,000 books, though I couldn't tell you what any of them were called. He was born in the most beautiful garden in the world that you would never find on any map. Garden of Eden, who? Is he a fucking angel? God damn it. Read over 10,000 books, though I couldn't tell you what any of them were called. That is the truth. That's way too in-depth for it to be a lie. I had a lovely childhood is the lie. 10,000 books and no titles to note? That is most peculiar. Doesn't an average person read like 700 books in their lifetime? I haven't read any. You don't count. Maybe they were boring books? Even boring books have titles. Forgetting every single one is statistically impressive, I suppose. I've always loved being statistically impressive. And what kind of garden are we talking about? Tulips? Ooh, are you a man-eating tulip person? I could be. What do you think? I don't know. You're so mysterious. I guess I'll have to leave you all wondering then. I am far more interested in what our new friend here has to share. Who, little old me? Don't play it coy. You've been dodging the spotlight all evening. Maybe I just enjoy listening to all of you. If I had to play the stupid game, so do you. Of us all, you are the one shrouded in the deepest mystery. Am I? I think I've been pretty open with you all. Perhaps too open. Alright, let's see. Pick a truth. I've never learned to ride a bike. I've been struck by lightning just once. I used to write letters to the moon as a kid. One of them actually relates to me? Mimi? I used to write letters to the moon as a kid. I never did get a response. That would explain a lot about you, actually. Well, I think that's adorable. I bet the moon read every single one and just didn't know how to write back. That's what my mom used to say, too. Pick another truth. I saw someone talking to a bird out of their window once. I named every mug I own. I got fired from a job for being too good at it. I saw someone talking to a bird out of the window once. That is me on an everyday basis because crows love my house, apparently. At my old apartment, I was hanging out on my balcony and I looked down and bam, bird holding flowers. Oh my god, that is another fucking A Date with Death reference. Let's fucking go. Bam, bird holding flowers. A what? A bird. It looked like a crow or something. It had all these sunflowers. You know you're meant to make the lies convincing, yes? This one is actually the truth. My neighbor even took the flowers. Uh-huh. Pick a lie. I graduated top of my class. I once got engaged by accident and failed my driving test 3 times before passing. Straight A's all the way through. My teachers loved me. And what was your favorite class, if I may ask? Maths? If I remember correctly, you distinctly said you did not like to work with numbers just the other day. Well, it's been a long time since I was in school, you know? Bon appetit! I hope you're all hungry. Quinn placed a large bowl of pasta between you and Florian and everyone else's dishes in front of them. The smell made your stomach growl. You were really starting to miss proper food with all the snacks and sandwiches you were living off of. Thanks, Quinn. It smells amazing. It is my pleasure, Perez. Please, eat to your heart's content. Ooh, I want to tell you, my aunt sent me a letter. The apple of my eye, muse to my culinary creativity, light of my life. How is she? She's doing good, I think. She said to say she thinks of you often. She did? Quinn paused, just for a second, long enough for you to catch the flicker of something soft in his expression like the sun breaking through a cloud. Well, goodness, He cleared his throat and quickly turned back to the table, fussing with a napkin that didn't need adjusting. Be still, my beating heart, to be thought of by such a luminous soul, what a treasure. You must tell her the feeling is mutual. No, stronger than mutual. Mutual squared. I'd love to, but she still hasn't given me any way to contact her. I'm sure she knows that. She remains as mysterious as ever. That is my Sylvie. I hadn't realized you two had a relationship like that. How long have you been together? Together? No, you must misunderstand. Quinn chuckled a little wistfully, folding his hands over his heart. We are not lovers, my friend. We are not anything so easily named. Sylvia is the kind of woman whose presence alone is enough to change a man. I have left her in my own way for years, and if all I am permitted is a place in her story, no matter how small, then I consider myself blessed. So you wouldn't want anything more? What if she had wanted more? Quinn's smile faltered just slightly, his gaze turning distance for a moment before he answered. Then it would be the greatest honor of my life. His words were quieter than usual. Then, with a small laugh, he shook himself free of the mood, his usual flamboyance returning like a well-worn coat. But whether such a day comes to pass or not, I am content to cheer from the sidelines, to cook, to fuss, and to write odes to her magnificence when the mood strikes me, which is often. You're kind of a hopeless romantic, huh? Hopeless? Never. I remain full of hope, overflowing with it, in fact, and now I am passing that hope on to you. Eat, drink, and enjoy your evening amongst friends. These evenings are the finest ones. Quinn bowed and left, and conversation quickly returned. Wow, I can't believe you actually just came out and asked him that. Why not? Love is a subject I'm fascinated by. I mean, I thought it was pretty well known that he's head over heels for her. News to me. Florian picked up a fork, pasta, and blew on it, though didn't move it to his mouth. I mean, I think he asked her to marry him like 20 years ago. Wait, what? Seriously? This gets more juicy by the second. Sir Quinn's devotion is most admirable. To love so fiercely yet ask for nothing in return. It is the kind of loyalty spoken of in old songs and battle oaths. Lucille sat straighter, hands resting in her lap as she gazed towards Quinn, who was already laughing at another table and setting down drinks. In my homeland, we are taught that devotion is not measured by its reward, but by its endurance. To love without expectation is the purest form of loyalty. We speak vows not to be returned, but to be upheld. If one's heart is true, it does not waver, even in silence. You're gonna make me cry, Lucy, the way you talk is so beautiful. You really do have a way with words. You make the best poet, Lucille. It's beautiful, sure, but isn't that a little tragic too? The group looked towards Eden, who looked back slightly, fingers loosely resting around the stem of his glass. All that loyalty, all that devotion, and what if it was never returned? What's left for someone like that? Did you not listen to a word he said? Not everything is about what you get back. Some people love in quiet ways, through action, stability, showing up. There's value in loving someone without expecting something in return. You don't just understand it. You just don't understand it. What makes you so sure I don't? Because everything you say about love sounds like a transaction. You offer your heart and expect someone to take it. That's not connection, that's contract. And what would you know about it, Mr. I don't need anyone? More than you at the very least. Wow, okay, I thought we were playing party games, not starring in a courtroom drama about the ethics of love. Perez is correct. We would do well not to pry into Sir Quinn and Lady Sylvie's private matters. Even the purest intentions may bruise where they are meant to heal, and I would not like to see Sir Quinn hurt by her words. You're right, of course, my apologies. Still, I enjoyed the conversation. Hearing everyone's views is enlightening. I didn't grow up around people with opinions that weren't handed to them, so hearing all of them speak so freely, even when we disagree, it's kind of refreshing. Though if you ever want to have a less existential discussion about love, Koraz, I'm always happy to offer my services as a test subject. Oh, in the name of science? Naturally, controlled environment, one-on-one observations, lots of long walks, meaningful glances, all the good stuff. All very official, wouldn't you say? You are incorrigible. Ugh, just fine, shut up and eat already. You're all just jealous of our blossoming relationship. Wow, I'm not gonna let you steal my favorite manager away from me. Yes, take care with your words, Sir Eden, for I am sworn to protect Corez from anything that means harm. This is somehow the best and worst dinner I've ever been to. I can't help but agree. Emmett reached out to the glass to the left of his plate, lifting it for a quick sip. Emmett, that's not too late. Emmett had already taken a mouthful, pausing as the taste hit him. He slowly set the glass down, blinking once. Your drink. I didn't realize we were close enough to share. I'm honored, Emmett. You switched the drinks. No one switched anything. You grabbed it yourself. Sir Emmett? Is Sir Emmett quite alright? He stared down at the glass of betrayal, then turned to you, squinting slightly. You're blurry. Maybe you should just... Wait, Emmett, are you drunk after just one sip? I didn't realize you had such a cute side. Shut up, Eden. You talk too much and no one likes you. So you're an honest drunk. You've gained a new charm point in my eyes. Please stop speaking to me. And why? Why are you sitting here? He looked towards you now, elbow on the table, face resting in his hand. Why am I sitting here? To eat dinner? That's what you usually do at a restaurant, I think. Why aren't you sitting here? Emmett nodded his head towards Eden's seat. Do you want to sit next to me or something? Oh man, if I could eat popcorn, I would... Oh man, if I could eat popcorn, I would so be eating popcorn right now. I had not known Sir Emmett held such strong opinions about seating arrangements. So what if I do? Is that a crime? Not the last time I checked. What, do you want to sit next to me? You don't want to sit next to me? No. Your personality is exhausting and you flirt with everyone. I don't flirt with everyone. In fact, I think I've been decidedly on flirty tonight. You flirt with Grez. Emmett, maybe it's time to... Do I? Constantly, and poorly, might I add. You seem oddly concerned about where Caress's attention goes for someone who doesn't care about anyone. I never said I don't care about anyone. I'm just selective. Selective, huh? Yes, very. I only showed up tonight because someone keeps getting dragged into nonsense. I have to keep an eye on them. Who, me? No, the other new antique store manager in town. Of course I mean you. Ooh, he's like a clingy cat that pretends to hate you but actually loves you and wants to sit on your keyboard while you work. That's so specific. I never pegged you for the possessive type. What do you think I'm going to do? Bite them? Knowing you, probably. You need not worry. No one is going to be bitten on my watch, Sir Emmett. Nah, ha 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 ha, Florian. No one's going to bite me. Not unless you say please, at least. Please keep your mouth to yourself, Sir Eden, lest you lose it. Lose my mouth? Alright, I'll be good. Doubt it. Corez, you should come sit next to me for your safety. That's a little hard when I'm sharing dinner with Florian, don't you think? You can share mine. That's kind of, but I'm really enjoying mine and I don't think Florian could finish it all by himself. Maybe we could share for next time? I suppose Florian should consider himself lucky then. What did I do? Aw, he's jealous. I'm not jealous. You do sound a little jealous right now. The shopkeeper is free to eat wherever they want. Hey, Emmett, I had a question. Why do you stop by the store so much these days? He's helping me with, I know, all the boring numbers and stuff, but it's not just that, is it? It's part of my job. I'm ensuring that the transition is smooth and that Caress isn't unintentionally ruining the store's finances. Come on, Emmett, just admit it. You're hovering. It is not dishonorable to show concern for one's companions. Are you checking in on me? Of course I am. He cleared his throat, adjusting his glasses. You were suddenly dropped into your role with little warning in this town of all places. Monitoring your adjustment is prudent. Aw, he's worried about you. That's very sweet, Emma, thank you. I'll have to remind you of this entire conversation tomorrow. Psst, you owe me $5, Florian. Once again, what does a ghost even need $5 for? Well, go on. What bet at my expense did you make this time? I bet that Emmett had a soft spot for you. I mean, he'd never stop by so much when Sylvia was around. You picked up the last of the pasta on your fork, already full to bursting. Apparently eating a pasta for two all by yourself was difficult work, though fortunately no one else had seemed to notice Florian's lack of eating. Winnie hovered over towards Emmett, poking fun while he attempted to swat her away unsuccessfully. Aiden and Lucille were engaged in a lively conversation about something or another, and for a moment you felt at peace. It was strange. You hadn't known anyone here for longer than a week, and yet here you all were, talking, laughing, having dinner together, like you'd known each other all your lives. It was a feeling you'd never felt before, not even back home. The closest you'd ever come was the nights you'd stayed up playing video games with friends over voice chat, and even then, there was a distance between you, a separation in place. Here, though, it was different. Even when Emmett and Eden were arguing, there was something comforting about the knowledge that they were right beside you, a mere arm's length away. You leaned back, fork resting against your plate. Your stomach was full, your heart a little more so. Okay, new bet! No, I keep losing bets with you. I don't want to do them anymore. Wrong answer. Okay, here it is. I bet Lucille could out-eat Florian and Emmett and Eden in a pie-eating contest if she wanted to. Is there a pie-eating contest coming up I haven't heard about? Well, no, but we could always organize one. I'll pass. That is not a wager I would wish to entertain, Lady Monona, but I am flattered by your confidence in my constitution. Lucille gave a quiet laugh and dabbed at the corner of her mouth with a napkin. This evening has been most enjoyable. In my kingdom, feasts are often accompanied by political tension and hidden motives. Here, there's laughter, companionship, and light-hearted debate. I must confess, it is refreshing. I'm glad you think so. Same, I haven't had this much fun in forever. I wish every day was like this. You'd get bored of me eventually. Impossible. I could never get bored of you. It's true, you have a natural draw to you. That's hard to resist. You think everyone's hard to resist? You think everyone's hard to resist. What can I say? I'm a lover. Ew. Anyway, are we done here? It's probably about time I dragged our favorite accountant home before he regrets the night any more than he already will. Don't worry, tonight's on me. Aiden stood and tracked down Quinn, leaving the rest of the table to gather themselves and stand up as well. As you all did, Eden returned, followed by a beaming Quinn who seemed positively ecstatic about the sight of empty plates left behind. Did you enjoy your meal, my friends? It was wonderful once again. You'll have to give me some pointers one day. I've never had cooking like yours. For you, absolutely. You know, much of the flavor comes from growing our own produce. Why, we had a beautiful harvest of carrots just the other day. I shall drop some by for you to have some time, yes? Oh, Quinn, you don't have to do that. Hold on. I've been getting so many fucking notifications. It would be my pleasure. Plus, to be perfectly honest, I have far more than I need. You, my dear, would be doing me a great favor. Well, in that case, I'd love some. Thank you again. Wonderful, wonderful. I'll drop by sometime next week if I can. Quinn smiled, eyes crinkling. Then, after bidding everyone a good evening, he disappeared back inside the restaurant. With that, it was time to head home. Your group found your way back to the road, said your goodbyes and happy birthdays, and you turned back towards the direction of the antique store before stopping in your tracks. Someone else came up beside you. Hey. Hey, did you miss me already? Hardly. Look, fuck me. How many times do I have to say thank you today? I wouldn't complain about it one more time. Are you that desperate for validation? It helps boost my ego. Thanks for earlier, for not just kicking me out for the pasta. The pasta was entirely selfish of me. I was just really hungry. Can you just accept my gratitude? I'm not good at this kind of stuff. Talking, feelings, whatever. Well, for someone not good at this kind of stuff, you're doing a pretty fine job. This was, pretty terrible overall, but not as terrible as it could have been. That sounds like high praise coming from you. Is my company so bad? No. It's whatever. God, what am I trying to say? Look, I don't really do this whole people thing, even before. But I didn't hate this. I hate being with you, or with everyone else. For the first time in a long time, I felt like a normal person. Normal is nice, but I'm here for you. Whether you're feeling normal or strange, or like you want to bite me. You shouldn't say that so casually, I get the wrong idea. What, that I wouldn't mind? You're insane. Maybe, but you're still talking to me, so what does that make you? Even worse, probably, just that I need another problem. Just what I need, another problem. I'd say we make a pretty good match, really. Don't say things like that. Why not? Because I'll start to believe you. He didn't look at you as he said it, but his voice was quiet, genuine, like the words had slipped out before he could stop them. And I don't know what I'd do with that. I'm gonna go. See you tomorrow. You better. He hesitated just for a moment before he turned and slipped away into the night. You were searching around in your pocket for your keys when you heard the sound of footsteps against gravel. Oh, finally we meet the other one. Working late. The keys dropped out of your hand and fell to the ground as your eyes peered through the darkness to notice someone leaning against the wall a few feet away from you. His red hair was framed with black tips, and his eyes were dark, his expression unreadable under the night sky. Hidden behind his hair was a black tattoo wrapping itself around his throat. You know, this kind of looks a lot more like my lover. Damn. The aesthetic's on point too. Fuck. My bad, I didn't mean to startle you. A place like this, thought it'd be closed by now. I can't say I know many stores open this time of night around here. Is there something I can help you with? Maybe, maybe not. I suppose we'll work it out together, eh? This is your place? Kind of. I'm just looking after it. It belongs to my aunt, actually. Sylvie Marigold, right? She's pretty famous around here. That's an impressive family tree if I've ever seen one. You know her then? He tilted his head, eyes narrowing slightly. In passing. It's hard not to, really. She collects attention in a town like this. I hadn't heard she was leaving town. Well, I guess she doesn't owe anyone an explanation. She'll be back soon enough anyway. No, I suppose she doesn't. It does make me curious, though, leaving so suddenly. It does feel a lot like running, don't you think? Maybe she just needed a holiday. Maybe. Either way, you're not what I expected to find. What were you expecting? Hard to say, but I imagine we'll both find out soon enough. Then he smiled. You couldn't tell if it was warm or cold. Well, don't let me keep you. He stepped aside, gesturing towards the door. One want to be the reason you missed curfew. You bent down to pick up your keys. You felt his eyes on you, not necessarily threatening, but there nonetheless. Just so you know, I happen to know someone who's very curious about you. Yeah, should I be flattered or concerned? Maybe both. I'm sure we'll be seeing each other around, Chris Marigold. He turns, hands his pocket, already walking away. Hey, what's your name? Kale, don't forget it, alright? You hurried inside and locked the door behind you. So we meet Kale, finally. Well, I say, here I am, a humble spellbook, patiently awaiting the master for our promised training session, only to be abandoned, left to wither all day in this dusty room. I am not surprised, master, just disappointed. Barney, listen, our lesson might need to be put on hold just a little bit longer. I bumped into someone outside. I suggest watching where you're going then, master. It takes no magical prowess, so you should be able to manage that much, I assure you. He knew my name, my aunt's too, said he was just curious, but something fell off. Did he reek of sulfur, speak in cryptic riddles, glow ominously? I do hope he wasn't glowing, master. Strangers who glow are never up to anything good. What? No, nothing like that. He just had red and black hair, dressed kinda cool, I suppose, black tattoo on his neck. He said his name was Kale. Kale, you say? Yeah, does that mean something to you? Kale, a tattoo on his neck, stars above. Where have I heard that name before? He cleared his throat very deliberately. Well, I would never jump to conclusions without proper research. That would be terribly unprofessional of me. However, I may need to consult my appendix of suspicious persons, errant entities, and known troublemakers. It's a rather long list, you understand. Well, thank you for that, I think. Of course, it is my pleasure, Master. It seems our lesson will once again be put on hold. Please do not try not to suddenly combust or otherwise harm yourself in the meantime. I would hate to be placed back on the shelf waiting for the next terrible spellcaster to come my way. I'll do my best not to combust. That is bare minimum effort, Master. I suppose I'll take it. You smiled faintly and moved to replace your day clothes with your pajamas, the quiet of the apartment settling around you like a familiar quilt. Barnabas drifted lazily to your desk, muttering something about cross-referencing character flaws. You decided it was best to leave him be. Of what you knew of him, he sometimes needed to mutter strangely to himself. You turned towards the window, your reflection softening as the darkened glass. Outside, the town of Willowmist slept, quiet, calm, and just a little strange. And tomorrow you'd open the shop again, maybe learn a spell, maybe meet someone new. But tonight, for now, you are home. Ugh. Wait, Ray, Nari. I wonder if I'm here, cause no.
To the voices of the folks that came before. They tell me of the choices and the tasks I have in store. Every antique has a secret, every trinket has a tale, every person has a story.
Ari. Oh my god. You might see my name here. I'm subscribed to their Patreon, so all of these are Patreon peoples. I don't know, it's going by too fast. I'm either in the R or S, it's Stitchy or Rhapsody, I'm not quite sure. I forgot this was just the demo! Ah! Okay, so we are done the demo. Holy. I keep on getting notifications from Twitch, and it fucking sucks because nothing's showing up in the activity or chat feed. Okay, well, since we're done with the demo, the next otome we'll start is probably the demo of A Date with Death Remnants, or we'll try to pick back up in what was it? Unbound. Hold on, I need to open my Steam real quick. Dreambound. There we go. I think. What am I doing? I could just go to fucking store page. Yes, Dreambound is the one that we are currently trying to work through, but it keeps on resetting the process, so we'll have to go through it again. But yes, so we'll either pick up where we left off in Dreambound, or, well, we'll have to replay the first day because we are still on the first day in Dreambound. So we'll try and get through the first day of Dreambound, or we'll start A Date with Death Remnants, which is the second A Date with Death game. So yeah, otherwise we will probably go back to playing Minecraft and stuff, I'll start getting back into regrowth again. The only downfall about regrowth now that Thumbcraft is unlocked is there's not a lot of aspects to go around, so you gotta use them sparingly. But yes. Now that Willowmist is completed, there's also Sallyface. We need to pick up where we left off on Sallyface. I think we're on the second chapter, but the first chapter wasn't completely done, so we might just 100% the first day, because there's like hidden achievements and stuff that you can get throughout the first chapter that I never got, so we might just go through the first chapter to 100% it and then continue on into the second chapter. But yes, Dreambound, A Date with Two Remnants, and Sallyface are probably the next ones that we're gonna do. I might do a replay of A Date with Death as well, because Jonah Scott has completely finished voice acting it, and the voice act patch for A Date with Death is finally out. So we might play through A Date with Death and get all of the other endings that we never got the last time that we played it that I forgot to get. So, 2 birds with 1 stone. But yes, thank you guys for watching the stream. I hope you enjoyed. To the VOD watchers, I am sorry about the extended starting soon screen in the beginning, because, yeah, I am so good at remembering to do things. Basically what happened at the beginning was I had to run out to get something at the store that I forgot to get earlier that I needed desperately. So I started streaming and I was just like, oh shit, I need to go get that. So yeah. I thought for the first like 7 minutes of the stream, I was like, can I not go get this for the next 2-3 hours? And my brain was just like, no. Knowing your luck, it won't be able to. So I had to run out and get that. But I'm gonna end stream now. Ranting over. The next couple streams will probably be Minecraft. I might stream again later on today. Who knows? But might do a rating stream, a Minecraft stream with nomoon.jar. Sallyface, full playthrough of Chapter 1. A Date with Date with Death 2 Remnants. Dreambound. And whatever else I feel like playing throughout the day. So yeah. I'll see you guys in the next stream. Maybe later on today, if not tomorrow or Wednesday. So until I see you guys next time, hope you guys have a good rest of your day, night, evening, morning, or whatever time it may be for you. And a good rest of your day if I don't see you tomorrow. And a good day tomorrow if I don't see you tomorrow. But yes, see you guys. Thanks for watching. I still scream every time I see Eliza and Ezra. The last picture is Eliza and Ezra. This is Ezra behind me. Before this was Ezra. I mean, I'm talking about the slideshow. This is Cynthia and Renoa, and then this is Eliza and Ezra. I love these two. I love this. I love P-Crew. All of those pictures are P-Crew.